course. So that's what we all want to do. We all want to be happy and healthy and, serve our purpose the best that we can. But I think you're very fortunate, very, very lucky indeed. I don't think that there's many people, like me included. I was never given a choice. I didn't. My parents wouldn't. I mean, I studied different religions at school, but that was compulsory. It wasn't part of my spiritual evolution or development. And I think that there's probably a lot more people out there who can relate with what I'm saying. Um, I don't think that there's many Punjabi parents out there who are going to go and get us a teacher for different faiths, which would be wonderful to actually have that choice. I think for a lot of us, it's a little bit confusing because there's this. There's no clear distinction between our identity and our spiritual practice. And over the years, what I've learned is that yes, Sikhi is something that we choose to practice, and it's a way of life that we make a commitment to instead of something that we have to do. I mean, we've all seen, like, Goodness Gracious Me, right? And there's that episode where the son asks his father, "Why do I have to wear a turban?" And the answer is with a slap, and because I told you to, basically, like that's what we do, right? Um, what are your thoughts about that? Because I mean, that's the majority of the Sikh community out there, where people are not as fortunate to have such a strong connection, um, and some of us don't even have a choice.
If wearing a cross makes you Christian, and if wearing a turban makes you Sikh, then it's so simple. Then there is no ground in the chapters of history for such episodes of Vaisakhi 1699, where Guru Gobind Singh, with so much love, he asks his beloved ones that, I need a head. From thousands and thousands of people, Sweet one gets up. Thousands of people sitting there. Then in second call, one again, not five at one point, but he only tested 5 times. He gave opportunity 5 times. He called them beloved, and not that he dissed the other people or barred them or chucked them out of Anandpur Sahib. No, but we need to understand that the seeking is our choice. Like you were, as much I know, that you were going to be a lawyer. In criminology, you were doing your study. Am I right?
Yes,
Then,
that was the
then you,
plan at one point.
yeah. So, but then you chose a different path to become not just a Rabban and pick up Guru Nanak Sahib's his beloved instrument and pour your life into kirtan. And what kirtan offered you was like, now you are MBE, mean even a queen recognized your work, in doing in Sikh community, your efforts, and I think that is amazing for what I see. I mean, that, but because you recognized it, the wealth and the value, not that the queen will one day understand that how amazing it is. You did it for you, right? So
Right.
once your focus is you, when you seek from the guru, from the navigator, the navigation you seek for you so that you are not lost. But what we see at the moment is what the gurdwaras are doing, what other people or organization or our TV channels are doing. I think it is time for us to look into what is that I am doing. Like, what do I need? So what you said, your parents couldn't offer you different teachers, but Sri Guru Granth Sahib did. He offered you Sant Kabir, he offered you Bhagat Ravidas, he offered you Tannaji, 6 gurus, and so much wisdom, so much freedom for you, so much out of cage. You can choose any path you want to. But you need to have this in your quest or question, that why do I seek for what? What is the purpose
Right.
of me playing Rabab, singing Bani, understanding these stories? Is, is there anything good gonna come out of these stories? I can tell you story after story, but these are just stories. Is it entertainment you seek or inner attainment?
No, I
So
think
it,
everybody's looking for that deeper connection. Sorry to interrupt you there, but it kind of ties in with what we were talking about earlier, that in the Gurdwara, how Kirtan is shared or practiced widely across the whole of the Sikh community, across the whole entire world. Um, I personally didn't come across anybody else who is talking about the traditional saj of the Guru, the musical instruments, or talking about the importance of singing a shabad in the rag, so following the prescription, um, or even about the emotional connection that you can experience with Gurbani. That's something that I only experienced when I was training with yourself. And I think for the sake of the viewers, I know that this isn't something that's widely available out there. And my question is twofold, that why is it that our Gurdwara, or the people that we would go to, and I'm not blaming the Gurdwara or saying that it's their responsibility. It's absolutely a mutual responsibility. But when your only source of information being the Gurdwara when you're a Sikh, that's immediately where you'd go to if you're looking for something or if you've got questions, thinking that people with answers would be there, like the Gyani. Gyani means somebody with knowledge that you would go to and ask those questions. But what do we do when nobody is giving us this information?
Jasirpur, when Guru Nanak Sahib was just starting his journey, nobody was giving this information and nobody was seeking. There was not a demand. But the problem is, like, we only create the products due to the demand. But some things are beyond the product and its capacity and its customer line. Um, one must understand that, do you want to seek happiness? There, in Varasa, Babaji says, Vidya Vichari, the Parupkari. Vidya is not information. Google cannot, or internet cannot give you Vidya. It can only give you information, and information is not even knowledge. When you gather knowledge and the mechanism to convert that knowledge into wisdom, and you can live that, it's not just information in your head. Then you made the note, you can actually utilize. Then it becomes that amazing light. Babaji then also says, in same Bani of Varasa, Babaji says the Sikhya, Gur Vichar. The learning is that when you learn what your master thought about, the whole concept, the wisdom, his approach to life, when you learn about that. But I think the our Sangat, or our society especially, is in a blame situation, that we are finding it easy way out, that Gurdwara is not doing. What I'm saying is, like, where is our dream? That we are very, very um, sure that we want to ask our children that you want to become a doctor, or you want to become engineer, you want to become dentist, you want to become this and that. It is, we are planting a seed or a dream into their head. But one dream, spiritual dream, is missing. That dream was sown there by Guru Nanak Sahib, Ik O Ankar. This mantra, this beej mantra, this seed was there, that oneness is your ultimate goal, becoming one with the one who created you. So therefore, unfold, understand yourself, and be yourself, true to yourself, so that you can be happy, you can be healthy, and you can, because the Rabb is not Bamar. The Creator who created you is the ultimate health, and you got to be not corrupted, not in pain, and learn that mechanism. So when we say, Gurdwara, I have to do this, yes, of course, but we need to also invest into the dreams. Now, this is opportunity. You are opportunity. People looking into the government gave you MBE to tell other people there are better ways. So you are a lighthouse, I will say. You are a good example or role model for people. You will find it if you are looking for it. That's what my teacher said to me. If
So
you don't,
I ask you, what would you give as a tip? Right now, everybody being on lockdown, we can't get to the Gurudwara anyway. So our sources of information are different. And yes, a lot of it has to be self-initiated. Um, like I said, for people who come from a similar background that I did, where we weren't allowed to go directly to the Guru Granth Sahib and read from Guru Sahib or make that personal connection, there were people inserted to be, like third parties or mediators, be it the priest or be it the pundits, be it the Granthis. They're there in all of the institutions to, almost be like a Vichola. What would be a tip or something that you would like to share with the viewers that can help them independently take that first step for those that might never have experienced any of the things that you have or had those opportunities and might be a little bit hesitant or shy or reluctant in making mistakes? What would be a tip?
my tip is very simple. I don't have the stories made, but I can only share from my experience that when the very first thing was given to me by my parents was this question. They said, if there's no question, there's no quest. So first is that we must, in this lockdown time, find out what do we want from the life.
Hmm.
Exactly what do we want to become, that because the question is missing, therefore quest is missing.
Wow, that's
Because
wonderful.
yeah, so if you find the question that what you want to be, you want to be healthy, hey, gym is there. You don't want to deal with the things, then Netflix, or you can watch Sikh channel all day. There's different things, and there's so much
Right.
stuff. There's social media, there's but if you're seeking something else, do you know what you're seeking? So it is a time of question.
Okay.
So once you find that you're lost, you'll find something. So first we have to stop denying that we are not lost. Yeah? So Guru is very important in everybody's life. Guru is a lighthouse. Guru is not there to convert you. Guru is there to hold your finger and show you the path. Torna tusiya. I mean, the walk is
You have
in
to
your
walk yourself.
hand.
Yes,
You got to
absolutely.
walk. So if
Thank
you're
you, Yogi.
willing to drive, the Guru will navigate.
Thank you so much. That was wonderful. So we all need to go find our questions and take our first step. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you again next week. Thank you, Yogi ji.
Tat Kartar.
Sat